You're just pixels on the screen to her. Let's get straight into it. Last year, I was texting this girl that I asked out. I cold approached her, and we were just talking. And I could kind of tell that she was a bit not fully into the fact of like my personality and everything. And she asked me, "What's your Snapchat?" Most of you guys, when you hear that, you would think, "Oh, she's expressing interest. She wants my Snapchat, and then we'll talk more on Snapchat, and we'll go out and we'll have a great time, and she might send me like an ass pic or something." I saw that and went, "No, I know exactly what you're doing. You're trying to drop me in the pool of 10 guys who are all trying to get with you at the same time, and I'm not playing this game." So I said, "No, I'm not sending you my Snapchat." And we kept talking. She was like, "Why?" Kind of pressing me about it. And I said, "Because I know how it is. I know that girls just text guys on Snapchat because they want validation. I actually want to see you personally." And then that was when she became more open. She sent me a little picture of her cat and said, "My cat says hi" or some shit, some cute little feminine shit. And then we were talking, asked about types. And she ended up meeting me and we had a great time with each other. We had a great situationship or whatever the fuck you call it. That wouldn't have happened if I just was like 99% of yous who just sent the Snapchat. Because once I sent the Snapchat, I guarantee what would happen is I text her on Snapchat or she texts me or whatever, and then it just dries out. The conversation dries out because I was a bit aggressive in the fact, or arrogant, or what's the word, like negative to the fact that she asked me what my Snapchat was. That is how I shown that I stood out against the rest of everyone else. Don't fall for the Snapchat trap. If the girl likes you enough, she would move mountains to come and see you. It doesn't matter if it's on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, fucking MSN, fucking iMessage. It literally doesn't matter. It could be on 4chan for whatever you know. It doesn't matter. Don't fall for this trap of, "Oh yeah, I'll give me my Snapchat" when you ask for a number. She isn't gonna want you. She will sap validation from you. She'll like texting you back and forth, but she's never actually gonna see you. Her replying doesn't mean fuck all. It doesn't mean shit. Her sending you pictures of her face smiling and saying hi or whatever doesn't mean shit. Her slyly maneuvering past you asking her out means that she isn't into you, and you know this. If she says, "Oh, you got to try harder than that," or does a little playful thing of like pushing you off, that means she isn't into you, because the guy that she's seeing, the guy that she's actually getting with, he texts her, she goes, "Cool, I'll be there in an hour." Her telling you she's busy means she doesn't want you. No girl is that busy to meet her man. You couldn't believe some girls would move absolute mountains to come and see their top option, the guy that they actually like. She would move mountains to come and see you if you were the top guy. So, how to know if you are the top guy, you are the top option? You will know. There will be no part of your mind that says, "Yeah, I'm not a top option." You will have this kind of calmness to you where you can text her and you'll just be like, "Yeah, I know she's going to reply." There's literally no thought in my mind that she's not going to reply. The people who are not the top options, the guys that are lower in the bracket and the roster or whatever, they get scared when they text her. They're like anxious about the fact, "Oh, is she gonna reply?" And then she sees she's posted on a story. He sees that and he goes, "Oh." The guy that's the top option is not thinking anything about if she's replied to her story or she's replied to someone else or she's been on her phone or 2 hours. He just kind of has this calmness where he just sits back, relaxes, and goes, "Yeah, I know she wants me." That is the place you want to be. That is a level of abundance that you want in your life. Some men, some women, will test if you're worthy over text. Like she did with the Snapchat thing. That was a subtle test. It's all subconscious. She doesn't even like think about it. But they'll ask you questions like, "I bet you say that to all the girls," over text. And she's seeing if you are like a bitch, you're gonna reply with a straight answer or say something that shows her that, yeah, you're just a little bitch. Or she says, "You're narcissistic," or "You've got a huge ego." I remember she said that to me. "You've got a huge ego," and I was like, "Yeah, I know." But like, I made it like a joke. Anything slightly insulting that is against your values, like if she says, "Oh, you're not even that successful anyway," or like some bullshit thing where she's just being a hater. But you can tell she likes you because she's been seeing you, she's been texting you, like you've been going out. You need to know that that's a test, and how you pass these tests is by not buy my quotes. Just laugh with her and change the conversation to what you genuinely want to talk about. Be fully loving in these moments. She's testing if she can say something that can break your barrier of masculinity and lovingness and presence by saying something slightly insulting to you to see if you will change and be feminine, because femininity is change. So if you change the way you are, if you kind of sit a little differently, or you look at her funny, or you maybe say something back to her, she knows that you're like more feminine of a man. But if you just sit there and smile and laugh and then just say what you want to her, then she's gonna know that you're masculine and you don't take you're a strong man. You don't take like these insults badly, or you think that, oh no, you overthink it. She just knows that you're just that guy who just he's present. Be fully loving in these moments, and she will subtly know that you passed the test. This is all subconscious, as I said. She's not thinking in her head, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna test him now." This is just like over thousands of years of relationships and mating culture. This is how it kind of works. So that's how you're gonna have to do it. You just be loving, just sit